Hello, greetings to everyone and welcome to this tutorial video on my YouTube channel. Welcome to Acadex Higher Institute. I don't know if it is your first time watching a video on my YouTube channel or you have always been a regular visitor on this YouTube channel. If it's your first time, just look down, hit the subscribe button, and this is going to help you to be notified anytime we upload any more video, especially during this time. We shall be uploading tutorial videos of preparatory examinations, preparatory videos for examinations, especially public examinations, Concour and competitive entrance examinations. So stay tuned to the channel. I am Sir GODWILL YAKUM. Feel free to get to me through this contact. Today in this video I am going to be taking you through the National Competitive Entrance Examination into Medical Schools in Cameroon for the September 2020 session. We shall be answering the biology part of this session, which entailed 50 multiple choice questions. I also want to let you know or remind you that in the National Competitive Entrance Examination into Medical Schools in Cameroon, students are evaluated in the various subject areas. The first subject, or paper 1, is biology, paper 2 is physics, paper 3 is chemistry, paper 4 is general knowledge and French. And to emerge as a successful candidate in this examination, in this competitive entrance examination, you need to have a very good mastery in all these subject areas. And so today we are going to be looking at the first 50 questions, which were biology questions. These were the biology questions for the year for the September session 2020. I also like to let you know that these questions are taken from our medicine workbook, our medicine pamphlet. It is a pamphlet because it has Concour past questions and answers. Let me present to you how the book looks like. Yes, that is the book on the top left corner of your screen. This is how our medicine book looks like. So if you are going in for medicine, if you are preparing or you are thinking to write the competitive entrance examination, the National Competitive Entrance Examination into medicine schools, medical schools in Cameroon, we encourage you to grab a copy of this book. The number is there. You can contact this number, or you can still contact me because it's still the same number. You can give me a message here, and also you may desire to prepare for the exam. Our preparatory classes started since the 24th of June, Monday the 24th of June, and has been running effectively. We have created a WhatsApp group for a national competitive entrance, for a national preparation, for a national preparatory classes, which is going on effectively. So if you desire to join, if you are going in for medicine or any other concourse such as engineering, ENAM, NASLA, EMEA, customs, ENS, NSET, HITL, HICM, you can feel free to give me a message here, and then you're going to be added up into the group. Also, do not forget to grab your copy for medicine book, a pamphlet, or any other concours that you are thinking about writing. I also like to encourage you that to emerge winner in a concours, we need to work extremely hard. and so you need to seize all opportunities so as to make sure that you secure a place for yourself, so that you don't prepare for a concours twice. You prepare just once, you write, and you pass. So that way we are not going to doubt the wonderful result that we are going to be blessed with, as we always take pride in our results. So let us get started right away. We are going to be examining, we are going to complete all the 50 biology questions of the September 2020 session. Let us start with question number 1. An animal tissue made up of a single layer of flat cells functioning in the rapid diffusion of substances may be located in. The correct answer to this question should be A, the alveoli of the lungs. So our answer is A, but we are not just going to end there. I have to explain to you why the answer is A and why B, C, D, and E are wrong. To do that, I'm going to give you an explanation. The question says an animal tissue made up of single layer of flat cells functioning in the rapid diffusion of substances may be located in 1. The first criteria is that it is made up of single layer of flat cells. And why is it made up of single layer of flat cells? So that it is going to ensure rapid diffusion of substances in and out of the cell through those flat cells. So the preferred answer should be the alveoli of the lungs. That those cells found in that animal tissue, those flat cells should be, that particular animal tissue should be found in the alveoli of the lungs. Why? Let's look at the why. For the exchange of gases, remember the lungs is the place where gaseous exchange takes place through diffusion, and so for this particular tissue, animal tissue, will more likely be found in the alveoli of the lungs, so that it's going to facilitate diffusion of gas, the diffusion of gases, since it is made up of single layer of flat cells, and this is functioning in rapid diffusion. And once that is true, E becomes wrong, D becomes wrong, C becomes wrong, and B becomes wrong. So our correct answer is A. Question 2. The genetic function of restriction endonuclease during genetic process could be the genetic function of restriction endonuclease during a genetic process could be. The correct answer to this is D. The genetic function of restriction endonuclease during a genetic process could be clicking nucleic acid at specific site during the process. Yes. Why? Let us explain. Endonuclease are enzymes used to break down polynucleotide chain of DNA molecule. So endonuclease actually are their enzymes. I hope we know about that. They are enzymes, and the function of this enzyme is to break down polynucleotide chain of a DNA molecule. So that is why our preferred answer is D, clicking nucleic acid at specific sites during the process. Now we proceed to question number 3. The bonds that stabilize the secondary structure of protein molecules. Clearly, the answer is D, hydrogen bonds. Which of the following 2 enzymes are required to produce recombinant DNA? Clearly, the answer is B. The answer is B, ligase and endonuclease. This is because endonuclease cuts DNA molecules and ligase binds the DNA molecules. So we we can actually conclude that the two enzymes that function in producing recombinant DNA are endonuclease and ligase. Remember, I said endonuclease cuts, or it breaks down, it cuts DNA molecules, and ligase's function is to bind protein molecules together. Alright, question 5. Question 5 says the base sequence in the codon of the messenger RNA ribonucleic acid transcribed by the triplet CTA, cytosine, thymine, adenine. That's the meaning of CTA, right? On DNA deoxyribonucleic acid is yes. Our answer here is C. Our answer is C because let me explain. For complementary base pairing, C always binds with G, T with A, and A with U. Now, and for the RNA, T is replaced with U, with uracil. Yes. So now we are talking about the base sequence in the codon of the messenger RNA transcribed by the triplet CTA on a DNA. So we are now the transcription is from a messenger RNA to a DNA. So now we are saying that in the RNA, simply the T is replaced by U. So our obvious answer here is going to be C. Now our obvious answer here is going to be C. So the option that's having the correct answer is C. Next question. Hormones produced by the anterior pituitary gland are called trophic hormones because hormones produced by the anterior pituitary gland are called trophic hormones because the obvious answer is A. A has the correct answer. Why? Trophic hormones are hormones that stimulate other glands to produce their own hormones. So now A says they stimulate other glands to produce their own hormones. This annuls all other answers. All other answers become wrong, and the only correct answer is A. The hormones that are produced, that are released by the anterior pituitary gland, are also called trophic hormones because these hormones stimulate other hormones to produce. These hormones stimulate other glands to produce their own hormones. 7. Alright, in muscle contraction, the role of tropomyosin is in muscle contraction. The role of tropomyosin is, the correct answer is T. Yes, is T. Tropomyosin, let me explain first. Tropomyosin covers binding sites and prevents interaction. That one is clear. Now, and the major function of tropomyosin is to inhibit any interaction, to inhibit further interaction. How does it inhibit this interaction? It covers the binding site. When the binding site has been covered, the interactions stop, so there is no further interaction. So D is the obvious answer. Question number 8. What is the main product of cyclic phosphorylation? The main product of cyclic phosphorylation is ATP. So I made a no, it's an error. The answer is not A. The answer is not A. The answer is E, because ATP is the main product of cyclic phosphorylation. The answer is E, not A. Take note, please. The answer is E, not A. Number 9. What causes depolarization in the postsynaptic membrane? What causes depolarization in the postsynaptic membrane. Fusion of synaptic vesicles with presynaptic vesicles. Fusion of synaptic vesicles with the postsynaptic membrane. No. The transmitter substance diffusing through the synaptic cleft is a lie. The precipitation of calcium ion in the synaptic bottom is also a lie. So none of the answer is correct, and so the option is E. Now, what causes depolarization is the influx of sodium ion into the cytoplasm or into the dendrite or into the axon. That's what causes depolarization, and it's not any fusion of synaptic vesicles with the presynaptic membrane or so on with postsynaptic membrane. No, what causes depolarization is the influx of sodium ion. So all the answers above are wrong. Number 10. Which of the following joint allow free rotation of the limb? Clearly the answer should be A, the pivot joint. Which of the following processes of meiosis lead to the formation of new genetic combination in daughter cells? Crossing over. B, crossing. Number 12. The size of a cell was observed at 5 mm using a microscope with magnification power of 50,000. What is the actual size of the cell? Of the cell, not call, of the cell. Let us calculate. We cannot just accept the answer without calculating. We know that magnification, we know the formula. Magnification formula is given by V on U, where V is the size of the image and U is the size of the object. Now, so magnification is size of the image divided by the size of the object. So from here we can calculate the size of the cell itself, which was the object, and it's going to be equal to the magnification times the size of the size of the object. So when we do that, we are going to have that U. Here we are being given that the cell was observed at 5 mm using a microscope with magnification power. The magnification power here is the magnification M, which is 50,000. What is the actual size? The actual size is U. Want to know the actual size. So when we apply this formula, our answer will come out to be 0.001 millimeter. Yes, because we are taking 5 divided by 50,000. Okay, so our answer is 0.0001 millimeter. Plant hormones differ from animal hormones in, clearly the answer is C, that they are transported by the phloem to their target cells. Likewise, animal hormones are not transported by the phloem. The most appropriate definition of animal group is, let me see, irreversible increase in cell size. No. Irreversible increase in the number of cells in an organism. No. It's not like it's a lie. They contribute to the growth of this they contribute to animal growth, but it is not sufficient. C, irreversible increase in the dry mass. I don't need to read others again. The answer is C. Our answer is C. I hope you know the meaning of dry mass. Growth can either occur by increase in cell sizes or increase in the number of cells, meaning that A and B, like I said, they are not first of all wrong. But now this the growth of an organism is simply an increase predicted by the increase in the dry mass of that organism, and not by the number of cells. The number of cells, yes, it causes growth, and the sizes of the cell also causes growth, but an irreversible increase in the dry mass of an organism, it brings about a growth of that organism directly. 15. According to the hypothesis of Job Monod, in the regulation of gene, operon is composed of A says operator gene and promoter gene, which is wrong. B says operator gene and regulator gene, which is wrong. C, which is correct. Yes. For G is operator gene and structural gene, which is correct. So I don't even need to read the rest. Terminator gene, none of the above is wrong. The answer is C. The part of the brain containing the cardiovascular and respiratory centers. The part of the brain containing the cardiovascular and the respiratory center is the brain. The brain cannot be part of the brain. We deny that. Hypothalamus, cerebellum. The answer is medulla oblongata. 7. Which of the following statement about the alleles is false? Alleles determine the color of the eye. Lies. It's not actually like it's a lie. To an extent. The alleles determine the color of the eye, color of the skin, the shape of your body, your speech, all of the above. Yes. Now, let us take it all over again. Which of the following statement about alleles is false? Which of the following is false? Because the first one is true. Alleles, they determine the color of your eyes. Yes or yes? Yes. They determine your skin color. Yes. You cannot deny that. Even your shape, your alleles determine your shape. But your speech, nah. It's a lie. Alleles do not determine your speech. To a very lesser extent, it can do. Alleles does not determine your speech. So I accept option D. Alleles do not determine your speech. So alleles do not determine your speech. 18. DNA and RNA differ only by sugar. Differ in sugar and purines. Differ in sugar and pyrimidine. Yes. Differ in sugar and phosphate. None of them. The answer is C. They differ in sugar and pyrimidine. 19. For the okay, bon, that is it. This is the difference. This is the difference explained. For the pyrimidines, DNA contains thiamine and cytosine, while the RNA contains uracil and cytosine. That's how they differ. That's how they differ in the pyrimidine and in sugar too. All right. Number 19, I think so. We're in number 19 now. Modification of proteins and lipid into glycoproteins and lipoproteins occur in ribosomes, Golgi bodies. Yes, occur in Golgi bodies. Competitive inhibitors prevent an enzyme from functioning in changing the form of the enzyme. Is a lie. Merging instead with it is a lie. Blocking the active site. Yes, C, that is the answer. The competitive inhibitors block the active site of an enzyme to prevent substrate from binding. The pressure caused by the contraction of cardiac ventricles is the name. How do we call the pressure? The pressure can be called systolic pressure. Yes, systolic pressure. So get the pressure caused by the contraction of cardiac ventricles. The answer is which of the following factors will likely affect the speed of cell division? Cell crowding, cell size affect the speed. Temperature, atmospheric pressure. We'll accept B. When the size of the cell is increasing, the speed of cell division is also the speed of cell division is to a greater extent reduce instead. Yes, they are inversely related. When the size of a cell increase of the cells of an organism increases, right, that the possibilities, the ease with which the cell divides is very tough, or is to a greater extent is tough. So the answer is B. Cell crowding does not really affect cell crowding. The fact that cell crowding does not affect the speed of cell division. The only thing that affects is the size of the cell itself. 23. Which of the following best describe bacteriophage? A bacterium that destroys viruses. A virus that destroys bacteria is B. B is correct. Bacteriophage. And number 24. Where is the Purkinje fiber located in the heart? The Purkinje or the Purkinje fiber is located. Where is it located? In the heart, in the ventricles. It's located in the ventricles. Mitochondria is considered as semi-autonomous organelles due to the presence of. The answer is already B. Quietly, the mitochondria has its own DNA. It's also sometimes referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. Which of the following is not a function of insulin? Initiation of the conversion of excess oxygen to glucose. That's the answer. At the end of implantation in the uterus, the human embryo is called zygote. Nah, it's not a zygote. Fetus, embryo, blastocyst. The answer is blastocyst. D. What characteristic of water causes its temperature to change slowly? Temperature to change slowly. It can only be D. It can only be D. The high specific heat capacity. What will happen if the lysosomal membrane accidentally breaks down? If the lysosomal membrane are accidentally broken down, the hydrolysis will digest cellular components. Yes, we agree to B, but we disagree with A. It will not be inactivated. So we agree with B. Which of the following is the chemical mediator in the synapse of a neuron? The synapse of a neuron. Yes, acetylcholine. C, correct. The chemical bond of glycolysis and the Krebs cycle. D'accord. The chemical bond of glycolysis and the Krebs cycle. Yes, acetyl-CoA. When the cell is fully turgid, which of the following values will be 0? Yeah. Turgid pressure, no. Water potential, yes. Yes. B is correct. 33 now. 33 is 4. Activation of amino acids occur in which part of the cell during protein synthesis? In the cytoplasm. Which of the following statement is true about the egg released during ovulation? Has completed meiotic division. Is in metaphase 2, yes, of the meiotic division. B is correct. Which of the following cells can undergo meiotic division? Sperm and egg. Sperm and egg is wrong. I bet that. Sperm and egg is wrong. Liver cell and blood cell is wrong. The oocyte and the spermatogonia, yes. Now, why do I refuse the sperm cell and the egg cell? Sperm cell and the egg cell have already undergone the meiotic division, so they are not. They can no longer undergo meiotic division. What undergoes meiotic division is the oocyte and the spermatogonia. The oocyte and the spermatogonia, they undergo meiotic division to form the sperm and the egg. Which mammalian gland produces cortisol? The adrenal gland. What are autosomes? Simple. Autosomes are somatic chromosomes. a normal human being has a number of 23 homologous pairs of chromosomes. That gives a total of 46 chromosomes. So the 23 homologous pairs of chromosomes or somatic chromosomes are called autosomes. Not clear to you, it means you will have to carry out the cross by yourself. Take the blood group O and cross it with blood group AB. Because if a woman is having blood group O, no matter the blood group of her husband or of her side chicks, and no matter the blood group, there's no genetic cross that is going to give that AB as an offspring of that woman, except in the subsequent generation. A woman with blood group O, so the answer is D. Resting potential is maintained by active transport and ion channels at controlled voltage. In human females, the first polar body is not produced before fertilization, divides to give the second polar body. Yes, forms ovulation. It forms at ovulation. The answer is B. Where is conified epithelium in a mammal? B. Surface skin. The protein part of a functional enzyme is called apoenzymes. B. The enzymes and vitamin needed for blood clotting are the enzyme and vitamin needed for blood clotting. Yes, is thrombokinase and vitamin K. The function of the liver that causes the production of bile pigment is a degradation of hemoglobin. Alright. The absence of this vitamin in the diet lead to a deficiency disease called scurvy. So which of that is? It can only be vitamin C, which is option E now. Vitamin C. Lack of vitamin C, it leads to a deficiency disease. Scurvy. Next question is 46. Let's go back there. The optimal pH for the functioning of the pepsin is 2. The optimal pH for the functioning of the pepsin enzyme is 2. The phase at which gastrin is stimulated to release hydrochloric acid in the stomach is the cephalic phase. The transport of soluble final product of carbohydrate and protein digestion through the intestinal mucosa in the blood capillaries of the villi is done by diffusion and active. In human, iodized salt in children's food prevents against let us see. Yes, prevents against cretinism. The answer is E. Question 50. Hemophilia is inherited as sex-related recessive trait. What is the probability that a woman with a female father who marries a normal man has children with this trait? Probability is just the number of possible outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. So we need to carry out the genetic crossing, or by critical reasoning we are going to have our answer. The answer is going to be what? The answer is going to be B, 25. Why? Let me explain. Hemophilia, what is the probability that a woman with a normal father marries a normal man has children with this trait? Now the fact that the woman marries a normal, the woman had a normal father, it means that the woman could either be a carrier of the hemophilia trait since it is a recessive trait, so and the woman could be heterozygous. She could be a carrier of the trait, and she now get married to a normal man. So this normal man could be a homozygous dominant or heterozygous for the trait hemophilia. He could also be a carrier. So there are two ways, there are two things that happen here. It is either the father could be a carrier, or could be a homozygous dominant. The husband could also be the same. So here we are first of all going to choose we are going to choose for a normal father, which is going to be 50%, because when the fact that the father of the girl is normal, he could be a carrier, he could have homozygous dominant. So it is half 50%, half now, or 50-50. Then now, secondly, we now go for the father, for the husband, and the same thing happened, which is 50-50. So now what is happening is that for a normal father and a normal husband, there is no probability that she will ever have a child of this trait. But where the probability comes is where the father or the husband was a carrier. So we'll take half times half, our answer will be 1/4. Or we take 50% times 50%, our answer will be 25%. B. Right, thank you for watching the video to the end. Number 1, like the video. 2, subscribe to our YouTube channel. 3, make good comments about the video. Share. If you desire to join our Concour preparatory classes, so as to access our preparatory packages, you can get to us through these contacts. Yeah, you can get to me particularly through any of these 2 contacts, and then we're going to integrate you into the group, and then you're going to use it to access important content to prepare for your Concour. Anybody going in for medicine Concour, engineering, ENAM, NASLA, customs, do well to contact us so as to be properly prepared, and also get the materials that you need to prepare for your Concour. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I shall be uploading videos to this channel non-stop, and so anytime I upload a video, you should just be notified to come and watch. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.